Hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Hello.
Hope everyone's doing well. Just start jumping into some comments. Hey, Hannah. Just going to read Jane Eyre. Goal is to get to 80% and hopefully work on Deathly Hallows. Okay. Also, dinner, frozen pizza will be ready soon. Important.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jessie. Hey, Sherry. Oh, she's saying hi to Hannah. Hey, Nancy. Hi, everyone. I was reading And Then She's Gone by Lisa Jewell, 23% in.
I don't see Hannah in your contacts.
Oh, my God.
Who do you want to message?
Nobody. I want to fucking die.
Technology is so fun.
I hate this thing. Oh, my God. Even before, I didn't even say anything that could be like her name, and she's just like, hold on, let me check. I'm like, and you don't even bring me back any information, so it's like you're not even being helpful. You're just being annoying twice.
Just annoying, not helpful.
Yeah, not at all. Let me know what you think of that, Nancy. I'm curious what you think of that one.
It was a good one.
I liked it, yeah. Sorry, people saying hi. Cajun, hi, everyone. Reading Death by Baguette, A Valentine's Day Murder in Paris.
Cool.
Travel Could Be Murder, number 2.
Nice.
Jesse's reading Still Life with
Yeah,
Crows. So that was your book, right?
Yeah, I like that one.
Everyone's saying hi. Hey, Nadine. Hi, everyone. I'll be starting my Red Book Scavenger Hunt choice, Cherry Pies and Deadly Lies by Darcy Hannah. A Very Cherry Mystery number 1.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Karen. Hi, everyone. Tonight I will be reading Conflict in Ukraine.
Sounds like a tough one.
Yes, please note, yes.
It's a heavy.
And then Jessica, hello, everyone. I'll be reading People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Great for summer. I love that book.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to HP and Deathly Hallows, reading Unleashed, Eileen Brady. Main character is a vet.
Oh, cute.
Nancy, we had frozen pizza tonight, Alamo.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tina. Don't know what I'm reading yet. Okay, you have time to figure it out. Sherry, hi to just anybody who arrived. LOL, this is revenge for Saturday setting off Rosalix. Oh, that's so crazy. Also not Alamo. Okay, I just thought Alamo was like a pizza spot in Florida, so
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. Hi, Lee. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading The Proof is in the Poison by Diane Kelly, number 2, in the Southern Homebrew. I'm on page 234 of 274.
Wow.
Right, so we're finishing that this print.
Great job.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Anita. I'm reading A Hint of Mischief by Daryl Wood Gerber. And Cav, hey, everyone. Just got in from my walk. I'll be reading The Hostess with the Ghostess by E.J. Copperman tonight. Susan, hey everyone, I'm almost done with Blossoms, Barbecue, and Blackmail by Tanya Kappas. We'll start One for the Books by Jen McKinley as soon as I finish the Kappas book. Nice, on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Alamo was a brand, and I was like,
My first thought was, oh, they have another brand in the U.S. that I don't know about.
I thought so. I was like, oh, it's a Florida spot that I, never have heard of. Pre-thought from my vlog that I'm working on right now, does everybody have White Castle where they live?
No.
Okay, so it's just a here thing. Okay.
I'm familiar with it. We just don't.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but we don't.
Oh yeah, well, there's that movie about Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Yeah.
Say that, yes.
And up here, you can actually buy frozen White Castle.
Yes. Okay.
Don't ask me why. We don't have them, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was just like, oh, is that everywhere? Paperback Prodigy. Hi guys, I'm reading The Children on the Hill. Roughly 100 pages left.
That's the horror book, isn't it, by Jennifer McMahon?
Yeah.
I think I have it.
Okay, because I was going to say it sounds like a horror type of book.
Mm-hmm.
Book fan, hello. Just started Read and Gone by Allison Brooke. Thank you for the subscribe today, too, by the way, book fan. I appreciate that.
I'm going to be reading that one for the Cozy Christmas in July.
Read and Gone?
Yeah, because it's a Christmas-themed one.
Nice. Yeah, you guys had me definitely plotting out my TBR yesterday. That was A Hint of Mischief. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alamo Pizza.
Now, if they invent it, we can say, that was our idea.
Exactly. We want the royalties.
Right?
I'm 100 pages in of a 575 pages.
Wow.
No, you do not. I'm assuming no, you don't have White Castle. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Death of a Red Hot Rancher, Love is Murder, Cozy Mystery by Mimi Granger, Casey Daniels, who also writes as Lucy Ness, and Kylie Logan.
Oh,
You
nice.
might like that one, Sarah. I heard that one is like, if you like romances, then you might like it more than just maybe the average cozy reader.
All right, writing it down. Excellent.
And it's just a Jersey thing. My dad loves White Castle. Debbie, hello. I have a few going between Marrying the Ketchup, Jennifer Close, Love and Saffron, Kim Fay, and The Anthropocene by John Green. All three good so far. Yes, we have White Castle in Ohio. Okay,
Well, there you go.
very interesting. Melanie, hi, all reading Pulp Friction, Apple Cider Shop number 2.
What
That's
I'm getting from this is it's up east type thing or whatever,
Yeah.
not down here.
We have White Castle frozen in the store. I've only found White Castle when I lived in New Jersey. It's horror.
There's
Children
been talk about getting one here in Missouri, like in Springfield, which is like an hour or so away, but I don't know if they ever did.
Well, when I went there, I was in like a moment of depression, and I just wanted to get something to eat. And here, White Castle would be like that. It's 3 a.m. drunk food that you wait 4 hours in line for. You don't know why, because you're going to go home and eat it and feel disgusting anyway.
So Taco Bell.
Right, exactly. But here, I couldn't even. Everybody here is so disgusted by it. I couldn't even tell anybody that I was going to White Castle. So it's just, I'm going to just vlog it and keep it to myself. Annie, hi everyone. Reading Halloween House by Kathy Daly. Read most of the series out of order, but now trying to finish the series in order. We have White Castle in Kentucky. Had it for lunch today. Nice. I've got all the squares covered for your bingo game, Lee, except July 4th. Sherry, very nice, because I'm nowhere near that for mine. I'm like forget these.
Hoping to plot out at least one bingo, and that's about it.
So I'm like happy that I put Watch Jaws in there as the middle one, because I'm like, all right, like at least I know I'm going to get one, you know.
Oh, I gotta find that so I can get that done.
There's a prompt for us romance readers. It's the what made in this that came out in the 70s. So read something that was set in the 70s or from the 70s, and I was like, score.
Damn it.
Retro romance. There we go.
All the books for my retro readathon are from the 80s or 90s, except for one that was published in 1963.
Come on, find the 70s one.
I know, right?
I'm sure that'd be an easy one to find.
I'm sure.
Phoenix area has one White Castle in Scottsdale. Okay. Hannah, I'm really enjoying it. I grew up with White Castle.
Really
Lauren,
sad.
okay, hi. Finally figured out what I'm going to be reading. Publishable by Death, ACF Bookins.
Cool.
Now, how are you liking Red Hot Rancher? Does it take place at a romance bookstore?
I just looked it up, and the cover of it is the most delightful thing I've ever seen.
Oh, I have to take a look. Hannah, I wish we could get In-N-Out in Oklahoma. Yeah, I've never had In-N-Out. I think the closest I ever got was Utah, and it was like on the other side of the highway, so we just never got.
We don't have an In-N-Out here that
I know it's a California thing, or like more that west way. Hey, Cozy. Reading Live and Let Chai by Bree Baker, this time on ebook and 3 years later. Well, you're getting there. Page, and we have Crystal in the South, but I think it's similar to White Castle. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I work with kids. I blame any side effects on them. I can add some 4th of July themed cozies. Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Cozy. I've been slowly chugging away on that one too. Yeah, I'm actually supposed to start today a buddy read with Sharon of the first book in, what is it, Live and Let Chai is the first book?
Yes.
That's
On the seaside, yes.
Yeah, I'm supposed to start that today. White Castle just opened up in Orlando, but kind of far from me. I'm so excited with the Jaws theme as I've got the movie poster on my wall. Nice.
Yeah, she's like a huge Jaws fan.
So is everybody. Marcus and my sister are humongous Jaws fans, so it's just like,
I thought the book was average. Like, I think I gave it 3 stars. I was really kind of bored through most of it. And I like the movie, but I tend to think it's a little on the slow side. Like, just the like Jaws parts or like the good parts, everything else, it's kind of like.
I've never seen the movie or read the book.
no. Okay.
Terrified.
Because
Terrified
of
of the water.
Yeah, because of that movie, yeah, my aunt will not go into the water, like ocean. She won't even go into like a creek or anything because of that movie. Because they went and seen it when she was like a kid, and like, nope.
Oh, well, I'm
Yeah.
scared that if I'm in a pool by myself, the trap door can open and Jaws can get me. But if there's anyone else in the pool with me, including an infant, I'm okay. I don't know why. I don't know why. So if everybody else gets out of the pool, I have to get out too. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're done.
We had an Olympic-sized swimming pool that I used to take swimming lessons at with like the super high diving boards, right? And I remember seeing the deep end, and there was this huge grate, like this big. And I just remember thinking, if that opens, it's going to suck me up. And I hated going in that pool. Like, to this day, it creeps me out, the thought of it.
That's kind of terrifying, you know.
When I was little, they were trying to teach me how to swim, made me do swimming lessons. I didn't want them, and I had to get up on the diving board. And I get out there, and I inched out, and I looked down, and I said, "Nope, don't think so." And I just, I was like,
I was scrolling through something on TikTok, as one does for hours and hours, and I came across this Olympic diver who does these extreme dives from like 20,000 stories up.
oh,
And
yeah.
like, she's showing video, and I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
It's like the cliff divers and things. It's like,
I'm like, when you're standing that high, it's like the spot is this big. If you miss that.
Exactly. I watched one on, I guess, Instagram or whatever, and it was, I drove 7 hours to see my nephew in his national diving competition, and then you see the dive, and he like belly flopped 30 feet up. She's like, well, that was a waste of time and gas. She wasn't even like, good try. It was like, no, this was a waste. I gotta go.
Yeah, no.
Melmac says 2 of the books on my July TBR are 4th of July themed. I have 3, but I can't find one of them.
No.
oh,
Just
Melmac, can't find a book.
Cajun says, Laura, I like that series. Death of a Red Hot Rancher was recently $1.99 on Kindle, so I bought it. Is that a cozy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a romance.
No, it's a cozy. Love meets murder in this new cozy mystery series set in a quirky romance bookstore with a heroine to die for.
Oh.
It says on Amazon.
That's why I said she might like it, because it had a romance like tendency.
That's why I
Yeah,
was like,
there's
wait,
two.
I was like, wait, that's not a cozy, and cozy bought that? Like, what?
It sounds like there's a second book and it says Death of a Mail Order Bride. I think it sounds like it's like tropes,
Gotcha. Okay.
romance tropes, which I kind of love.
That's cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, her romance bookstore is a converted home. Each room is for different types of romance and decorated to match. Main character runs it and her aunt works for her. Super cute.
Oh, I
that's
want it
cool.
myself.
In-N-Out is along the coast. We get them in Texas. We have In-N-Out in Idaho. Okay. Yeah, like I think the most like east I've seen it is Utah, but I mean, Mel, the next time we voice chat, remind me to tell you about my irrational fear of sharks. There's nothing irrational about a fear of sharks. Don't let them tell you, oh, they're just going to bump you and they realize that you're not food and they're going to move along. No, that is not the truth. That's a lie.
Yeah, no, they will eat you.
Yeah, exactly. They're hungry. They want food. You're food. What a cute idea. Now I want a real bookstore to do that. That is
With a cat.
There you go. Sunning itself in the window.
That's right.
Oh, come on, Cozy.
I've never seen Jaws and I won't watch it for readathon.
Maybe we'll watch it together.
I mean, I want to say it's not that scary, but I've grown up with it, so I know like all of the parts. So
I don't think I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen the whole thing through, and I didn't find it scary. I think at this point, because it's, and I'm sorry, but like it's bad. Like it's campy. So I think it's a campy thing. Like it's not legit, you know,
Yeah.
like
I think it's a lot more you can laugh about like the special effects now than back then when it
that's
was.
what I mean, like because
Yeah.
we went to Orlando when I was like 13 and we went through the thing that had Jaws coming out of the water. Like, you know, that part of it in Orlando or in Disney or whatever. Freaked the hell out of my brother, and I thought that was hilarious.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boat.
I only remember that from that little dog in the Taco Bell commercials. I think we need a bigger box.
Right. Right. Exactly. Like that's how like popular it is. Like that it reaches all those references. You know.
Right?
At Melmac, they can't end up in your swimming pool. You don't know that for sure, Hannah.
Yeah.
They've evolved. They can last in chlorine water now.
They can walk on land.
I think Jaws is on Peacock. I was looking to see it.
I feel like it's on everything, especially when summer comes.
Yeah, because it just like I thought I saw it just come. Yep, there it is.
But yeah, Peacock,
It's the first thing you see when you go to the movie section of Peacock. It's got the guy from Jaws on there and everything. It's like, yeah.
there you go. Sherry, I reread the book not too long ago, so I'm watching the movie. I have that series on my wish list. Book 2 either just came out or will be out soon. I live near where Jaws was filmed. We had so many shark sighting that year, which was unusual for the 70s.
Because everybody was afraid. Oh, there's a shark. Oh, there's a shark.
Right?
Meanwhile, some kids in the water with the hat, right?
Exactly.
There's a shadow in the water. It's a shark.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I love the movie. Did you just not? Stranger things have probably happened. Yeah, we're living in those times. Stranger things can happen. It's called Death of a Mail Order Bride. I can't wait to buy it. My internet is so messed up. Hey, Johara. I didn't know Jaws was a book until recently. I've seen the movie, but when I was a kid, it didn't scare me. The water doesn't scare me because I can't swim. I was always too scared to learn. Fair enough. Susan, I don't know.
The book has a lot more about the sheriff and his family and how him and his wife don't get along. And
there's like there's a whole mafia situation on the island. Oh yeah, it's totally different.
It's like okay, so the movie basically took the really cool Jaws parts and put it in the movie and made something totally different.
Yeah. I don't mind the ocean in Florida because I could always see the bottom, but I will not go in a lake because I can't see the bottom of the lake. No, right? Shocker. If you're alone in the pool, Jaws can get up per lake.
It's a scientific fact, people.
Yeah, I can't. I will not be proven wrong because I'll never be in the pool by myself. So that's it. Oh, I don't like deep water. I want to be able to touch the bottom.
Touch bottom. Yep.
Yeah, my husband has that because immediately if you can't touch it, he thinks it's like thousands of miles down.
Because that's what happened to me. Because I got like lifeguard certification, so I can swim. And we were in Myrtle Beach, and in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, if you hit a certain part, it drops off. It's like a cliff. And I was playing in the water, and I went to go stand, and there was nothing below me. And I got like pulled under. Like it was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
It is scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's very scary.
Mm-hmm.
In-N-Out meat is never frozen, so it only can be so far from a manufacturer.
Interesting.
Okay. I take that back. It's the Deputy Donut series book 2 I can't find. 3 is the 4th of July one, but I can't read that one until book 2.
I want a Canada Day cozy mystery. I have to write it.
Go for it. Nancy, I watched Jaws once with my legs tucked under me in the theater when I was young.
Well, they can get into movie theaters too.
Exactly. They want to watch a movie.
That's right.
I'm not worried I'd be scared. More like bored. I don't think I would ever watch Jaws. It makes me not want to even set foot in the ocean again. And if you grew up with Jaws, that's all you know. So you've been terrified the whole time because, the trailer told you you're going to be terrified.
I don't think it's necessarily as bad now, though, like she was saying. Like, I mean, it's very campy opposed to back then. Though it did spin off a whole bunch of killer animal movies. That was what started it off. Like, I read a book about killer animals, like the movie, and how like you had all these books in the movie and everything, and how it was like after Jaws, it was like everybody was trying to, recapture that whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
You had the bears and you had the piranhas and all this stuff. I mean, everything.
I remember a movie, it was like Piranha 3D.
Yeah.
And it was like supposed to be like really terrifying, but I can't see 3D well, so like it just gives me a
Same.
headache.
Yep.
So I was just like, okay, this is like, I have a headache. I want to go home now. This isn't even scary. Back in the day, Jaws felt real to me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it did back then.
Yeah, Jaws was a big deal in the 70s. Yeah. Scared me. The book Jaws has more going on than the movie. Yeah, there's a lot of more controversy on the island going on and a bunch of stuff.
Clearly, the shark is part of a mafia of some kind. That's Jaws 2.
Right.
The Godfather.
Well, there's like more about not wanting to shut down things because, I mean, all that money that they're bringing in and stuff. Shut down.
Exactly. My dad let me watch Jaws when I was 7. I rewatched it and loved it. Jaws doesn't scare me. I'm big on horror and thriller movies. I've been watching since I was real young, maybe too young. I don't scare easily.
That's fair.
Yeah. I read Jaws when it first came out, saw the movie, yes. Back then it was a big scary deal. Well, Jaws isn't scary. No, it isn't. I don't think it is anyway. I think Jaws was filmed on Martha's Vineyard. Yes, it was.
Okay.
Jaws is more about like a jump fact, like a scare. It's not like it's scary, but
The
like
jump scare.
you get that music, something's going to happen, and then all of a sudden it jumps like out at you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we went to whatever it was, the 30th or 35th anniversary of Jaws, and that was Mark's favorite movie, and whatever year it was, he was born that year, so he felt he was meant to go to Jaws Fest. And we go, and Martha's Vineyard is very like, I assume, old money, well-to-do type of people that, vacation for the summer. And me and my brother-in-law were sitting on this bench on the boat, and there was a guy behind us, and he's like talking to his wife, and he's like, oh, this is going to be so exciting. There's a jazz fest this weekend. And I'm like, with that accent you misheard, because it's a Jaws fest, and you're going to be disappointed.
That's right.
Like, nope.
We used to do that music the when we were in the creeks or anything like that. We used to do that doo doo doo, try to scare somebody else.
Like, that's the thing. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you've only watched it once, you know the pop culture references.
Oh, yeah.
Same with Star Wars or anything else.
Yep, exactly. That's too whenever we're camping, somebody's got to shh.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, really? Really? I'm just trying to go to the bathroom out here in the woods. I got enough to worry about. Can you please stop?
I was sitting at my office the one time, and I had a guy across, like, on the other side. My phone rings, and I pick it up. I'm like, hello. He's like, hello, Clarice. I'm like, don't do that.
Exactly. Even the references, if you've never seen.
And I've never seen Silence of the Lambs, but I knew the reference.
I've only seen it for the
Good
first time
one.
2 years ago. That's it.
My
And
nerves
honestly,
can't take it.
Watched it 2 years ago for the first time, and because it's so popular, every reference that was supposed to be shocking or thrilling, I've already seen in some pop culture.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. As long as the show Stranger Things doesn't happen, I'll be good. Yeah, we don't need the upside down happening here. That's right. I didn't live on the island, but went many times on the ferry, so the movie felt real to me and my friends. Yeah.
I don't know when you wanted to do a sprint, but I thought I would let you know that.
I know you want to do it at 25.
Sure.
I see comments are coming, so I'm like,
Hey,
I don't know where to stop. Johar, it isn't just me though. I thought I wasn't scared. I look for movies that'll give me a little jump. I'm very unusual.
No, thank you.
Yeah. I can't be in the deep end because I can't swim. That's what scares me, not because I can touch the bottom, but I get that fear.
Well, I got more of a fear off of Titanic because I just thought that if that actually happened, like, that would scare me to death. Being stuck in that deep, dark water.
Right. It's freezing cold. It's icy water. An entire.
And Rose wouldn't let me on the damn door that I would totally fit on.
You needed to get knocked off and like jump on yourself. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like, that thing was big enough. I'm surely they could both get on. I mean, come on, they like each other well enough they can squeeze in there.
Right?
Yeah, that was like, now that's become like the big pop culture reference. Like Jack could have fit on there too. Come on.
Well, what's that show, Mythbusters? They did it.
Yeah,
And they showed that both of them could have absolutely fit on that door.
Mhm. I'm gonna stop at Cozy's note here. So you guys want to read to the top of the hour? You want to do an hour, 45 minutes?
Whatever
We
you
can
want.
just go to the top of the hour if you want.
Yeah.
All the way down. Come on. All right. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
All right. How did everybody do? I never even asked you guys what books are you reading. We went right into Jaws and White Castle.
And that was it.
Yep.
I actually didn't read anything because we had ordered dinner from Uber Eats just before I jumped on here, and it said it was delivered, and we didn't get any food. So now we're trying to figure out dinner.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they reimbursed me, but still.
Yeah, but they I feel like that's what they always think is the answer, but it's just like, but no, I still want what I ordered.
Exactly.
No.
And I don't want to reorder it, you know?
Right. I want it. That's it.
Exactly. So now I'm just hangry.
I don't have to worry about anything like that because we live out in the country and nobody delivers.
What did you read, Storm?
I started Wildfire by Alona Andrews. It's the third book in the Hidden Legacy series, I believe. I'm buddy reading that with my friend Barb. So
Nice.
Thought I better get going because she's already almost read the whole thing so far.
It always works that way.
Yeah.
I read 2 chapters in Blizzard by the Bay by Kathy Daly.
Nice.
I just have to say, though, the narrator who's doing one of these male voices during an interrogation is absolutely terrible. It's just really bad. And I said, just write a Canadian cozy, Sarah, with Canadian tropes.
Death by beavers.
That would be so funny.
I don't swim in the ocean, so I don't have to worry about sharks. That's a smart way to think of it, Anita.
I've only been in the ocean a couple of times, so I mean, I live right in the middle of the United States, so it's like, you know,
fair enough.
Not a lot of ocean around you.
we have creeks and leeches, just as bad, if you ask me. But I remember when I was little, I was like, "Get it off me! Get it off me!" But did it stop you from going into the? No.
No, of course not. Hi, Allie. Allie switching from Homework to Secrets by Neverwork by Jacob Goins.
Nice.
Sounds like a better option. Sarah, there's a new maple syrup series coming out by Catherine Bruns. Not a Canadian cozy, but there's that maple syrup national product of Canada Association. I believe in the supernatural. I don't think it's too far-fetched to believe in the upside down is real. Don't forget the true story of Sharknado. I was going to bring up Sharknado before, yes.
Those are like the ones I refuse to watch. I have not seen those.
There's cheesy, then there's cheesy with extra cheese.
Yes. And I'm like, no. My dad, now he's watched them all and he thought they were funny. But
I think I watched 1 and 3 one because I was too lazy to get up and move to grab the remote control, so I just wound up sitting there. And the third one because it was so bad, I really have to see what else they came up with.
yet I have watched Lavalantulas, but I will digress. It was because Steve Guttenberg was in the movies.
There you go. I would love a Canadian cozy series. Yes. Annie, yes, I live about 45 minutes from Woods Hole, so I went to the vineyard frequently too. The Jaws and the Jets. I would only go out in the ocean as long as I could touch the bottom. We also always came ashore when the lifeguards would call us because of sightings. Yeah. East Side Story, exactly. The movie The Meg is also pretty creepy.
Yeah, that one with the
I
deep.
like that one.
Ugh.
I also like the book better than.
I was just going to say, but the book had a lot more going on in that and a lot more details that I liked. I think that's what's most scary about Jaws is Quint's story about the bombing of the USS Indianapolis because it's true. Exactly. People writing to each other. Prairie Crocus Mystery by Miranda Brickett takes place in Canada, and I'm really enjoying it. I read the first 2, set in a charming rural town in the Canadian prairies.
Boring. No, I'm just kidding. There's this great TV show that was out called Corner Gas, and it was set in the prairies in Canada. and it was very Canadian, right? And it was so funny. So we had these two bumbling police officers, and the prairies, of course, are flat, and you can see like nothing for miles, right? So they're like parked the car behind this little shrub, and they're like, it's the surveillance bush. Like trying to get people speeding. It's a great TV show if you ever come across it.
If we could get that. Yes, Hannah, Sarah needs to write a Canadian cozy series about maple syrup and then allow us to be her first readers. Would you be interested in writing at all, Sarah, or no? You just like
Oh, I want to write. I do want to write. There's just not enough hours in the day.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Someone at work once had the Jaws theme for their phone calls. Marcus, who loves Star Wars, has a lightsaber that whoosh, every time you get a text message, I'm like, can you knock it off, please?
That's hilarious.
His friends don't just write a text like, hey, we're going to go meet up at whatchamacallit. Do you want to meet us over there? It's like, hey, we're going to go here. We're all going to meet.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Meet us. Exactly. I'm like, you all just write like a paragraph? Come on.
you're like,
I do have to hear it. I'm like,
there's this thing called mute.
I'm like, can you just silence the phone, please?
Yeah.
Lee would use her road rage and Jason would walk the other way. That's like, well, you know what? Just a little side note. Whenever we go camping, April always has to seem to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I'm like, really? You couldn't go before we went to bed and go first thing in the morning? You have to do it in the middle of the night and you need someone to go with you, and I happen to have to be that person. No. I will never
You need
see
somebody to watch out for, to look around and make sure.
Exactly. Exactly. I will never see Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, it's so good though.
That was like my COVID. Like, all right, I'm going to finally watch this movie. I had the creepy Conjuring music for my phone calls at one point, thinking about putting that on again. LOL.
Put the lotion on the skin.
Right? Poseidon Adventure. The thought of being hit by a rogue wave like that is a little scary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the one and only cruise I ever took, we were parallel to a hurricane through most of it, and the waves were getting. When you look down from like way up there, they don't look very big. We're like, well, it doesn't look right. He goes, yeah, but they're pretty big. They're hitting way up there. You just don't see it. But you could be standing there. We're like waiting to get into like the dining hall, and everybody goes, ooh. You can just see everybody. It was very hard walking, that's for sure. Trying to walk through there, and you're like,
you're trying to like get your balance going.
We went on a cruise, and it was like the first night on the ship, and it was like fancy. You'd kind of dressed up a little bit for dinner, so I was in heels and whatever. And we're walking down the hall, and I'm like going here to here to. And my dad's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I haven't been drinking. I'm trying to get used to,
evening out."
I didn't get sick until I was in my own cabin, and you're just laying there and not doing anything, and you can really feel the. And then I was like, ooh. But when I was up walking around, I was fine.
Yeah, every cruise I've gone on, which I say it's only been 2. Each time I've gotten like seasick on one day. So, but it's, what those good though is that the people that work on the ships like have like the instant remedies to help you get better. So
absolutely.
Jessica said, Jack, wake up. Jack, oh my God, that scene still makes me cry. Rose was just
I know.
at that door. She was. I like the Poseidon Adventures remake mostly because of Josh Lucas. I don't know who that is. I'm reading Crooked Kingdom, but planning on switching back to Deathly Hallows once I reach a certain point. Moni, hi everyone. Hello. Have you guys ever seen Gremlins? Love those movies. Not scary, but they're good. Yes.
Don't feed them after midnight. Don't.
It was one of the first movies I ever went to the movies and seen when I was a kid. Now that's dating myself, but I think I was like
theater.
Like 7 maybe, and I got scared. And because whenever they turn into the little gremlin scary things, I got scared and I want to go home. And my mom's like, she took me out and she's like, it's going to get funny. It's going to get funny. You just need to, come. And then I was okay, but she had to calm me down first. And then we went back in there and then they did all the funny antics and then I was fine.
And then you're laughing. My mom had a gizmo that sings, and it's motion detected when it turned on. My mom didn't know that when she first bought it. It scared her a couple of times. My brother had that one. Yes.
My brother watches Gremlins every year at Christmas because it's a Christmas
Yes,
movie
it's
right
a
up there with
Christmas
Die Hard.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a Christmas movie.
Well over 100 pages in the book, and finally a murder.
Woohoo!
About time.
I hit my Jane Eyre goal, made it to 81%.
Yay.
Real.
Made it to chapter 12 in Harry Potter Deathly Hallows. Made it to chapter 20. Made it to 24%. 27% done. I'm on page 258 of 284, getting close.
Yeah.
Got it. Read the first 25 pages of It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey.
Oh, that's yes.
You read that one, right?
No, I haven't read it, but I've seen it all over the place.
Okay. Finish listening to a chapter as I'm doing homework. Multitasking. I like it.
Nice.
Cats versus dogs. I'm cat sitting. Had a ketchup explosion. I say stay. A dog would freeze. Cat meanders around the house. Meow, stay here. Or here. Or how about here? Spent the sprint cleaning. Cats don't listen as well as the dogs do.
No.
10% of Geared for the Grave by Duffy Brown on audio. It's silly so far, and one Irish accent is very over the top. She's not a leprechaun. Correction on page 258 of 274, not 284. No, 57%. Storm, you're so cool. Always buddy reading with someone. I like that. Plus, you read more than just cozy books. That's awesome.
Yeah. I read all kinds of stuff.
If you want the ocean experience without the sharks, swim in one of the Great Lakes.
And if you go by the one by me, you can also get the experience of swimming near a nuclear power plant, which is always enjoyable.
Hey, Sarah, have you read Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey?
No, I haven't read it yet, but I bought it as soon as it came out.
Okay. My friend, the one that I buddy read with, she read it, and one of her comments was, "Cutest couple ever! OMG, I'm turning into a romance reader."
Yay!
She goes, "Bring me horror stat."
Yeah, I need to get to that one sooner rather than later.
And she's the one I'm reading, the Wildfire. So I mean, she does like romance, and we're reading that one. But it's just funny because she's like, I need to write a book, and she had this book, and instead of picking the horror book, she picked the romance book. And then she's like, "This couple ever," and she's like, "Give me horror." I'm turning into a romance
I
reader.
was wondering why Barb and you were reading a romance and not a horror. I'm like, that's a little
Yeah.
unusual.
Well, because we're the one we read the Virgin River series together too.
That's right, yeah. Paperback says 30 pages of Children on the Hill. With roughly 75 pages left, not sure how the story is going to get wrapped up. Maybe they'll throw a good twist at you real quick and change things up. Annie read 11%. Nancy, 2.5 chapters. Reading equals happiness. I read on my 2018 iPad, so I have over 800 books I can choose from. Currently reading
I have a lot.
Fire, the third book in the Throne of Glass series, 7-book series, young adult. I'm waiting on my 2 new iPad cases to come in a teal and a purple. I'm excited to upgrade this old iPad used for reading. Sarah, down to last 80 pages of To Fudge or Not to Fudge.
Yay.
Tina, my mom made a cake tonight that she hasn't made since I was a kid. It's a nice, nostalgic. What kind of cake is it?
Cake.
If you don't cry during Titanic,
Someone is telling me I'm not human.
there's always something that makes me cry. I think that was probably like my most watched movie.
I watched it once and I got so emotional I had to leave. We had to leave the
I
theater.
watched it once, and that was enough for me.
Well, I mean, it is a long movie too. And we all know how it ends, technically.
Sadly.
You know?
Spoiler
Yeah, it's like,
alert.
there's no spoilers to that ending. I mean,
Yeah.
not really. It's like, but we went and seen it at the theater, me and my mom, and it was one of those movies that it just kept going and going and going and going and going in the theaters, because I think it was like the 4th week or something like that, and we're like, well, might as well. They have nothing else to do. We went and seen it, you know.
I know. I was very into it at the time. Now I'm like, oh,
Yes, it
I can't commit the 3+ hours now. It's too much.
Well, at the time, it didn't even seem like it was that long because you were kind of wrapped up in the story and everything. But yeah, once was enough for me. I'm not a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan, and so it's just like once was enough.
Yeah.
Hannah said Gremlins scared me as a kid. Jessica said I read nothing but organizing my art supplies. Still very productive.
Yep.
Yeah, just grow extra limbs. My name is also Sarah, but without an H. I always miss the live sprints, so I watch them when they're not lives, and sometimes I rewatch the same ones over and over again when I'm bored.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad we're that entertaining that you can.
right.
It's a chocolate cake box mix on the bottom, and then ricotta cheese on the top cheese.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
That is interesting.
Mm-hmm. The two scenes in the Titanic that always make me cry is the old couple and the young family.
Yes. Oh.
And in the oven, they switch places, so the ricotta cheese is on the bottom and the chocolate is
Oh, so like kind of
nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I like that. Because then it kind of keeps it moist, too, with the ricotta going down.
Making me want something for dessert.
I'm ordering Taco Bell at this point, so it's
There you go. It's the White Castle of everywhere that doesn't have White Castle.
and I'm just hangry at this point.
Right. You're just like, I don't care.
I just
Yeah.
want this and this and this and this.
Lee, have you ever seen Sweet Home Alabama? Josh Lucas was the male lead in that.
Okay,
I
I'll
have
look
not
that
seen
up.
the whole movie, but now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I like him. He's cool.
Now I know exactly who he is.
Ooh, I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers.
Yeah, I like Josh Lucas. He's cool.
Yeah, I had no
I
idea.
really like that movie too. It's a cute movie.
Well, maybe now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the whole thing. I think I started watching it one day and then we went somewhere and I just got up and left, so I might have to go back and watch it again. I'm a Reese Witherspoon fan, or was a Reese Witherspoon fan. So I can go back
She's
and watch.
adorable.
Yeah, I think the first movie I ever saw her in, and I don't know if many people have seen this movie, Freeway. It's like supposed to be like a creepy version of like Little Red Riding Hood.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, it's just like such a bizarre movie, and she plays in it with Kiefer Sutherland is like in
Oh.
it too. Yeah, it's good. Agreed. He's
1996.
yeah. I think that was like one of the first movies that she was in, and she starred in that one.
I think was she not in Cruel Intentions? Am I thinking?
Oh
somebody
yeah,
else?
she was in Cruel.
That's what I saw her first in was Cruel Intentions.
That was my introduction to Ryan Phillippe, and yeah, which this says a lot that my brother, who will always be one of those like no homo type of people, when he says something, he was even like, come on, seriously, Ryan Phillippe, hottest guy around, and I'm like, that's a lot for him to say that, you know.
I don't even know who that is.
Ryan Felipe?
He was
Now they were married, weren't they, for a long time? And her daughter is like,
her twin.
yeah, seriously, like it's weird, creepy weird.
Yeah.
I gotta go look him up.
Oh yeah. It Happened One Summer is out of my comfort zone because I normally do dark romance.
Yeah, no, It Happened One Summer is light.
I do the same thing. I can't always watch the sprints live, so I watch and read later. I'll be always wants to know if I'm watching a real sprint or a fake sprint.
Big sprint.
My first Reese movie was Man in the Moon. I've never even seen that one.
Mm-mm.
Those people were real people who died in a tragedy.
Yeah, the old couple in the family. Yep.
Yeah. But it's almost like saying something that like the old couple was just like, you know what, we're going to go down together. We're not going to try to get out of this or anything like that.
Well, there was nothing they could do.
Yeah.
No.
I love that.
Oh, that movie just breaks my heart.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a good one.
And there was one I saw. I was watching. I can't remember who I was watching. There's a booktuber who's reading some book. It's a YA that takes place on the Titanic, and the main character is Chinese, or something. It's a relatively new release, but I'm thinking you know how it ends, like
Right.
So like you can't rewrite the Titanic.
No. You're going to be one of those very few people that made it off onto a boat. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
She was 12, I think, in The Man in the Moon. Oh, I was thinking this was like a more recent movie.
Okay, I just realized that I have seen that Ryan guy in a newer movie, so he's a lot older, and I did think he was cute in that one. I looked up like when he was younger, I was like, oh, he's okay, but I didn't see that one because he's in a movie called One Shot, and it's like an action shoot 'em up movie. Dad loves to watch those. I found it for him. We watched it, and stuff. So I was like,
I think he's been playing on a TV show where he's like a shooter, a marksman or something like that for like years now. I can't think of the name of it, but and Luck of the Titanic, Sarah, great book.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. That was it.
he was on a show called Shooter.
Shooter.
That could have been it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it is. Like
Now I'm thinking about all these old movies.
Shooter, yeah. Sure, and I did love that they named their son Deacon. I think that's a cool name.
I mean, it's the same as Sarah Michelle Gellar and what's his name?
Prince Jr.
Yeah, Prince Jr.
I can't think of his first.
Freddie
Freddie
Perez Jr. something like that. Like they've been, somebody was, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're still married.
Yeah.
Like good for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No,
but yeah,
Very rare.
it's really cool.
But I
when it-
think they've taken their time to like stay out of the spotlight, keep their
Mhm.
kids out of the
You
spotlight.
don't hear a lot about them at all.
It's kind of like they both die at the end. Shooter, yeah, that was what I was talking about. Like the show is based off of the Mark Wahlberg movie. Okay. Hi everyone, just joined. Hi Mary. Man in the Moon came out in '91, I think. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and look up this one.
Yeah, I just looked it up. She looked like super young in that movie.
Yeah, I didn't even know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys want to do another sprint at 25 again?
Yeah.
Sure.
I might actually read this time.
I was just gonna say either you're gonna read or you'll get your food. So either way,
Throwing up at 8:45, so
hopefully it shows up.
right?
Hopefully, and the sad part is like somebody else probably got your food, and it's just like, okay, thanks.
There is, so we're the corner, right? And then there's a street that goes here, and we're right on the corner. So we're number 65. There's a house that's literally like you can see it. That's also number 65, but it's on
the side
this street. And we get their mail all the time. And Garrett says, I guarantee you they're eating our fish and chips as we speak.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah. The guy goes out, oh, hi.
In truth, though, it could be they just dropped the food off and the people didn't even know.
Exactly.
Because like that's how like we would always know that you get the notification on the app, like, oh, your food's here, and that's it. So
yeah,
No.
we got the notification. It said it didn't say it's been delivered. And then it said the guy took a picture of it like at the door. But when I opened it up, there's no picture. And I'm like, are you eating my fish and chips? What's the situation here?
that could be too. I've never seen a Reese Witherspoon movie. Well, you should.
She really is a good
I've
actress.
only seen a few of them.
I would definitely recommend.
The one that she's most famous for.
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
That's
Yeah.
I'm like, I've seen that one. I'm looking
Yeah.
through her movies, and I've seen Pleasantville and The Importance of Being Earnest because that's like my favorite Oscar Wilde.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm,
And then Sweet Home Alabama, of course.
mm-hmm.
What are all the hosts reading? I am listening to Blizzard in the Bay by Kathy Daly. It is part of the In It Holiday Bay series.
I am reading. What the hell's it called? I can never remember. Love Off the Leash by Tara Taylor Quinn, which is a Harlequin special edition novel for my Harlequin vlog project, which will be out next week.
And I am reading Wildfire by Ilona Andrews, which is the third book in the Hidden Legacy series.
Nice. Ooh, and I finished a book today. I was very proud because I only read one whole book last week. I finished a Nancy Drew book that I listened to on audio, narrated by some random person on YouTube, and it was freaking delightful. She did such a good job.
That's so cool.
I know.
People talk about that all the time, like YouTube people narrating a book. I've never
Yeah.
listened to
I
them.
think because the old ones are part of the public domain now, and she doesn't monetize her videos. Like she doesn't have a Patreon, but you can do the Ko-fi thing. And I really liked it, so I threw her like $3. Like, you did a great job, thanks.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Have you watched First Kill?
Mm,
Don't
no.
even know what that is.
Mm-mm.
Sad Sarah has to eat Taco Bell over delicious fish
I
and
know. I'm
chips.
so mad.
I agree.
The cat's mad too because he was looking forward to fish.
I was gonna say, yeah, there you go. It's like,
I love Legally Blonde. Yes, I did too. I enjoyed that one. Pleasantville is so good.
oh, is First Kill the new? Is it Vampire Hunter? It's like they fall in love the vampire and the vampire hunter, or the werewolf hunter, or something like that.
Hmm.
It's two ladies, I think.
Okay. I see what you're talking about. Here it says V.E. Schwab explains why First Kill is not just another vampire love story.
There you go.
All right, it is 8:26. So you guys want to read till the top of the hour?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Happy reading. All right, how did we do?
I read a chapter and a half.
Same. And now I'm editing a video.
I'm 16% in. So.
And I had dinner, and as usual, Taco Bell's a great idea in theory and never in execution.
I always think the same thing. Always.
I think I've only ate Taco Bell like maybe 3 times in my entire life. It's
Well,
just never. It's never been appealing to me.
It's probably a smart decision. Going back to Reese Witherspoon, just because I loved her as June Carter Cash when she won the Oscar. She played
I
herself.
forgot she was in that. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies is Walk the Line.
We received someone's order a couple of years ago, tried every which way to find out who it belonged to, was finally told to keep it from the service. Yeah, because they can't come back and get it from you and bring it to somebody else. That's absolutely not allowed. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Hannah on both of those. It has nothing to do with Reese. It's just that none of her movies have held any interest for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Legally Blonde and Sweet Home Alabama are my favorite Reese Witherspoon movies I've seen. That's none.
Those are probably my 2 favorite ones too.
Yes, High School Lesbian Vampire Hunter Vampire. Yeah. Yeah, I saw. I kind of saw somebody said it was like the Romeo and Juliet of lesbian vampires. I was like, okay. Oh, that's not the cat's missing out too. That makes me more sad.
Listen, Chunky Presley does not need anything else. He's fine. He has a vet appointment on the 4th. We're sure we're going to get yelled at.
Oh, geez. Got to 28%. Almost made it to chapter 14. 37%. Made it to 63%. Death of Hallows. It got sad. 61%. Just shy of 30%. I love Taco Bell. I do too. I never knew Taco Bell grew their own veggies until I taught preschool and we went on a field trip to Bell Gardens.
Interesting.
I did not know that.
I didn't even. We went to Gringos more than we did Taco Bell. So
I don't think we have that here.
I always like their cheese burritos. That's usually what I went to Gringos. Get their greasy cheese burritos.
Yeah. Randomly, a fun fact I found, because I was going to ask Sarah, have you ever been to Thousand Islands?
The Thousand Islands? Yes.
The Thousand Islands. I have not yet, but I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So just, how the internet happens. I'm like, let me see how much it would cost to buy an island,
Yeah.
And
That rabbit hole.
that just happens,
Yeah.
And so there was one property. It was 3.2 acre island. It had 2 properties on it, and you could buy one of them for $379,000.
Canadian or U.S.?
That was on the U.S. side, because if I want to buy it, clearly I have to,
Sure.
I can't
Sure,
go
sure. Yeah.
But I was like, that's actually not bad, because there's not even houses in my neighborhood that are going for $379,000.
I was gonna say
That could
to
be
be
an island.
on an island with only one other person, like
Right?
there or whatever. I think I can handle that as long as they're not like crazy. But
Gananoque is beautiful.
I can't wait to go there. I really can't. It's been on my
Oh,
bucket
that's a 2.5 hour drive from me. It's near Kingston.
I
I
saw
want
it
to
on the
go
other side. I was like, I'm sure you've been there or close to it.
because sometimes when I travel to the States, I'll come that way around Lake Ontario, like down and then down through Watertown, New York,
Yeah, see, and I think I've always gone the other way around.
through Buffalo.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, always gone in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, oh, that's pretty interesting. That's not the bad. And most of them probably don't even live there full time. They probably rent them out as
They're
Airbnb.
summer properties.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went on that trip last week for work, the lake that we were on, which is just some random lake up north, there was this house across the way that, was this like 3-story mega cottage. And me and coworkers were talking, saying, guarantee you that's someone's summer home and guarantee you it's more than $1 million.
Right? Exactly.
Must be nice.
You ever live in those houses and you're just like, I wonder if those people even appreciate like what they have.
I know. I would appreciate the heck out of it.
Me too. Me too. Nomac finished her book. Congratulations.
Yay, great job.
Yay.
Jessica, I didn't read anything. I'm thinking of switching. Not sure if I'm just in the feeling, but the back and forth of people we meet on vacation is just not my feel right now. Fair enough. Yeah, it did go back and forth from like present vacation to like past, and then like it jumped around a lot with the vacation.
Yeah, I think my friend Barb's read that.
Yeah, it was a lot of jumping around in
I
vacation.
liked it though. I thought it was fun,
I did
but I can understand if it's something you're not used to.
Or you're just not feeling. Yeah, I can see that. Nadine, I switched from a cozy mystery to a romance. A Lady by Midnight by Tessa Dare, Spindle Cove.
I love Tessa Dare.
Oh, Tessa
I've
Dare.
been having trouble focusing on mysteries. I've not read a Tessa Dare, so.
She is delightful.
I have read the first in the Spindle Cove. I need to finish it. I do believe it's on my SAS list, but it hasn't been anything that's on there.
Started one for the books and got to chapter 3. Very nice. I'm thinking of switching to I Kissed Shara Wheeler. I really want to read that. Love Casey McQuiston.
It was really fun, I have to say.
Jessica, I love Mexican, so I like Taco Bell, but I would rather have real Mexican, not American Mexican, or just make tacos at home.
That's my thing. I would much rather make tacos at home than get Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we have a Mexican place called the Golden Horse. I can't say it in like Spanish because I'll mess it up, but it's called the Golden Horse. And I love going there. It's so expensive going to those places because it's like way more than Taco Bell.
Well, the one that we have up here is the Lone Star Grill or something. It's like it's a Canadian franchise called whatever, and they do fajitas, and they are to die for. But you're like paying big money for this. You know what I mean? You gotta
I get like the same thing every time. It's these 3 burritos. One's like pork, one's chicken, one's shrimp. So it's like $12.99. And then your drinks. We usually get out of there about $30 when it's me and my dad. So it's like I don't do it very often.
Yeah, I'm meeting up with one of my friends tomorrow, and we're going to like a little Mexican hole in the wall spot, for Taco Tuesday, and then take her son out and go to the park. So I'm like looking forward to those tacos tomorrow because I've been craving.
Yeah, Mexican's not a huge thing up here. Like we don't have those places like you guys have in the States, like those. We have Taco Bell, Lone Star. Now we're getting some more like Fat Bastard burritos and stuff is what it's called. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the fajitas more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
now I'm craving fajitas.
I love it. Love it. Alley Cat got to 32% and finished an assignment. Very good. You're being multitasking.
Fantastic.
Productive. Well, that island seems like a great setting for a mystery or a horror story. Yep,
Yeah.
Either one.
Yep.
The cool thing, though, is like if you see them on a map, there could be like a huge piece of property. There could be just a little island with a tree on it. One with just like a little shack. So there's like a bunch of different size ones. So some could be pretty close to you. Not that would help if the murderer comes along, but
There's a thing up here. It's this contest that they do. One of the hospitals does it. I can't remember what it's for, but you like buy tickets into this lotto draw, and it's like a huge, like they give away a house, they give away a car. One of them, they give away like this cottage up in Muskoka, which if you've ever watched the show Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, he's Canadian and he has a cottage in Muskoka. So, it's very hoity-toity. And it's like a $1.2 million cottage. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I just moved there full time.
the fact that they said 1.2 million cottage.
Cottage.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like a
It's your cottage. Yeah.
Mhm.
This is my summer home.
And then I hear just what people, like I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment. So like, I don't tell people what my electricity bill is because they're like, oh, must be nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, when I hear what people pay for just like a regular house, I'm like, how can you live in a $1.2 million cottage? Because your electricity is probably $2,000-$3,000 a month. And I'm like, no, thank you.
Well, That's what my mom and I were saying when we see this this contest every year. We always want to see what the dream home is, and it's always like this $2 million house. And my mom's like, okay, that's fine. They're giving you the house. You have to heat it, you have to cool it, you have to clean it, you have to furnish it,
Yep.
you have to pay the property taxes on it.
And
Good
then,
luck.
yeah, then it's not worth it. You know,
It's like when people win cars off of like those game shows or whatever it is, they have to like turn around and sell it because they can't pay like,
we have to pay the taxes and all the
all that stuff.
paperwork and all that.
You want fun fact about Canada? If you win something up here, there are no taxes.
Of course.
When I won 10,000 at bingo, I was not taxed on it at all.
No,
Nope, not a penny.
I'm moving to Canada.
My mom was in Vegas and she won money, and because she's a Canadian citizen, she was able to fight to get the taxes back.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it is here, but if it's under a certain amount, you don't have to pay tax. Let's say it's like 5,000, and there was one summer, the lottery just kept going up and up and up the whole summer. And at my one job, I worked at a grocery store. I was the youngest, so I stood at the lotto machine the whole time because none of the other older ladies wanted to. And then my night job, I was the only one over 18, so I stood there at night and I worked the lottery machine there. And a guy came in and he won so he played like whatever it was straight in box, and whatever he won, and he played it, I think it was 200 times, and he won just whatever under that tax money. So if it was
Every
like
time,
$5,000,
yeah.
$4,500 200
Wow.
times, so he didn't have to pay taxes on any of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was just like amazing because like he never did that. Like I
Mhm.
never saw that happen like on that much money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That was
Wow.
so cool. I love Emily Henry. It's just not, I'm just not feeling it at the moment. I would probably be in the mood for it tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Pick up something you're happy about.
That's why I have like 5 Julian books going at once, right?
Right?
What is happier hour?
Is there like alcohol involved? Is it tequila?
I don't
I
know.
was
about
thinking maybe there was cheaper prices or something.
this. Oh, maybe. 30% into my book at this point. Fajitas.
Mm.
Fajitas are great, but I'm a sucker for a quesadilla.
Oh, yes.
Love fajita and Mexican in general. Yes, I do too. I love chimichangas.
I have never had a chimichanga.
Neither have I.
Me either. I'm not a big fan of Mexican food. Growing up in Miami, I prefer Cuban food. Used to have Cuban takeout a lot. My neighbors next door were Cuban, so we ate a lot of Cuban food.
Never had that. So never had Cuban.
You haven't eaten a lot of pigs out of the ground because that's how they cook them for like hours, and they're so delicious.
Interesting.
But we pay more in tax on everything else. Yes, that's true as well. That
But
is,
we have free health care, so
you gotta decide. You gotta decide. I used to go to Fort Erie, Canada to Delta Bingo. I won the jackpot once.
it was at Delta that I won the 10,000.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Drinks at Taco Bell is half price from 2 to 4 and 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., I think.
Like drinks or like soda pop drinks?
Probably soda.
Thinking soda, yeah. I'm like, who has Taco Bell that has alcohol at it? Because mine doesn't.
I saw it somewhere. I swear to God, like New York or Vegas. That makes sense to me.
Yes, Vegas would make sense to me. Yeah.
I was thinking overseas because like Germany and stuff.
There you go.
Because you can get whenever I was in Germany, you could get a beer at the McDonald's that was there. It was weird.
It's weird to me here in Jersey that like our grocery stores don't sell alcohol, or like convenience stores don't sell alcohol here.
Really?
Yeah, that's not a thing here at all.
Canada didn't allow alcohol to be sold anywhere except the beer store or the LCBO up until about a year ago.
This weird state.
It's still weird for me to walk into Walmart and see beer.
See, we don't have that. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
not.
Yeah, like our Walmart has like this huge alcohol section, like all kinds of stuff.
Priorities.
Yes.
Then again, here
And I don't even drink, but I do know there's a big
right,
section.
you know where it's
Right?
at. You know where it's at. No, there's
It's like, well, it's right by the water.
You know,
no. You hydrate as you drink. You know,
Yeah.
moderation.
one and one. That's how you keep it going.
That's why they're $1. Okay. They're half price for here. I love Sonic's happy hour too. Yeah, Hannah, thank you. Because of you now, I've been on a Sonic kick. You know, you and
I
Stephanie.
do love a Sonic burger. Those are one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I did get a Sonic the other day with a cherry limeade. I'm boring. I don't know all everybody has these special drinks at Sonic. I don't know them. I just get the
I've
cherry.
only ever had Sonic once, and I was like, oh, I want to go back there again.
That was. I was somewhere with my mom, and like there was a Sonic. She's like, "Let's go." I'm like, "We have 5 by us. Like, we really haven't been to one yet." She's like, "No, I wanted it to be special." I'm like, "Okay." Massachusetts is apparently the special one.
It's a special place.
Soda and freezes at Taco Bell.
I'm sorry, you guys have freezes at Taco Bell?
It's like a slushy thing, I think.
Yes.
It's like a strawberry mango mix. I've seen that you have those.
I know years ago I was watching Karen. I know she doesn't do videos anymore at Rather Be Reading. She's in Australia, Adelaide. And she mentioned one time she got like a Coke slushy at McDonald's. I'm like, why is this a thing in Australia and not here?
Oh, I don't have those at McDonald's.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. I think it's NOLA with the fun drinks. Oh, that would make sense too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We call them state stores, which are our alcohol stores. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They made that a thing in Oklahoma a couple of years ago. It's a wine aisle in the store. Yeah, we don't have that at all. LOL, blame the Red Bull slushes. I'm not a fan of any of those type of drinks, like Red Bull, Rockstar, Monsters, but like the other drinks there, I'm kind of like, okay, this would be fun.
I when I worked overnights at McDonald's, like I was like the manager, and some of the kids would be like, we're gonna go to the store and get some energy drinks. Do you want one? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, well, we'll bring you one. Yeah, that was the one and only time I drank one.
The smell of them
They're
is like
nasty, and I was fidgety. Like, no, thank you. That's the one and last time I ain't gonna do that.
When they became a big thing, like when they started really getting big, my cardiologist is like, you've never had one, right? And I said,
yeah,
no. And she's like, do not. Like, literally, it would be dangerous to your health.
Yeah, for your heart. Yeah, no, that's a no.
And I'm just like, why is she twitching on the ground?
I love the shakes at Sonic. Yes, I do too. I like the shakes, and I kind of like let them freeze a little bit to make them like an ice cream blast. I love the smileys at Sonic. I'm such a child. I get a weird look the other day for getting a Happy Meal at McDonald's. Is a smiley a kid's meal at Sonic? I'm guessing.
Jessica, I think we could hang out together because that's literally what I had for lunch today was a Happy Meal from McDonald's.
I always like to get the Happy Meal at McDonald's. It's just the perfect amount of food.
Right?
We always had this guy that came in to get the Happy Meal every day for his lunch. I figured he was probably a toy collector.
There was
please do that.
There was a point when the Smurfs came out that I was going to McDonald's every Friday to collect the toys.
Yeah.
And going back inside and asking for a different toy if it was one I already got.
And getting disappointed when they said, well, that's all we got.
Mm-hmm.
My toy today was a Minion, if in case anyone's curious.
Cute. I love it. Yes, Hannah, it's the Baja Blast Freeze. That's what Taco Bell has. That's what it's called. I brought a frozen Dr. Pepper at McDonald's today. You guys have frozen drinks at McDonald's?
Where are you located?
I think they have added some of that in some places because like they have the frappes, which is like the coffee like ones and stuff, and I think they've added like some of the Coke ones and things.
Oh,
I love a Coke Freeze from Burger King.
They do have a Coke Freeze at our Burger King. I just am not big on freezes, so I.
See, I love slushies. Love slushies.
Oh no, the slushies have no caffeine. They're fruity. Strawberry apricot. Okay, I said strawberry mango. Yeah, I didn't know which one it was. But
okay.
I only go to Sonic for their cherry limeade. That's what I get when I go there. When I was younger, my parents went to a drugstore. When someone asked my brother where his mom and dad were, he told the person they were at the drunk store. Aw. Smileys are like tater tots, but they look like a smiley. I know what you're talking about. Now they also yeah, sponge things. I just started following this girl, Cook It Erica, and she just made something with those on there. There's Chris with my lunch order for tomorrow. Oh, banana. I love Minions. It's so fluffy. I'm in Idaho. They have frozen sodas right now for the summer. Okay.
Wow.
Love freezes when it's 95 out. Heck yes, I need a freeze.
Mhm.
I have to see if mine has any. I don't know if they're the same thing, but McCain makes Smileys. The insides are like mashed potatoes. You can buy them in the freezer second. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Mhm.
Our McDonald's and Burger King both have Coke slushies. Bob is my favorite Minion.
I know that our Burger King recently got Cherry Coke, like on tap,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried it because it's my favorite of the Coke products, and it tastes like true Cherry Coke because we do get Cherry Coke up here, but it's a different flavor. I think because we have to use different different sweetener in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste right, but the one from Burger King tastes like the American Cherry Coke, and I was so happy.
It's so funny you say that because being in the United States, I've gone to places where they're like, well, this is a Canadian Coke or this is a Mexican Coke. So it's like the sugar levels are going to be different. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
When I was in Mexico, I liked it because you got them out of the actual bottles, and it just tastes better in the bottle
Mhm.
or whatever.
Mhm.
And then you recycled, so you could take it to the store and recycle. They give you a little bit back. You buy another Coke.
we don't do deposits here either.
Mm.
I wish we did. I've never seen the Minion movies. I'm so proud about that.
I haven't either.
I haven't seen any of them either, but
Again, it's that pop culture thing, right?
yeah, but you know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Love Cherry Coke that has actually put cherries in the Coke. When I used to work at a pharmacy, they used to buy the Coke, put cherries and the juice in there, and then put vanilla in there as well to make like a cherry vanilla Coke.
Yeah, I remember being a kid going to the States, like Denny's or something like that, and you got it in this like glass, and they put like cherry syrup, and then the little. Oh my god.
Yep.
Yum.
McDonald's shouldn't give you a weird look for buying a Happy Meal. Besides, they don't know that you aren't buying one for a little kid. Very true.
Also, it's like we always, I don't care if you want a Happy Meal.
They did change it up here because you used to be able to get like a Happy Meal with whatever drink you want. Now they've changed it. You can only get water, juice, or milk.
Really?
Like, because I used to get a Happy Meal, like a breakfast Happy Meal, because it was like the hotcakes, and I would get a coffee with it. They stopped doing that.
Okay, now we didn't have breakfast Happy Meals. That's different, unless that's something new.
I've never had a breakfast Happy Meal either.
Yeah, the only breakfast Happy Meal is the hotcakes.
That's
Okay.
And that might have to be breakfast tomorrow.
I know though now they have where you can substitute only for the Happy Meal the apple slices instead of fries.
We have that too. Yes. And you can
I
get a
never understood why they wouldn't like do a side salad if somebody wanted it to substitute for like the fries
Yeah.
for the adults or whatever, because not everybody likes fries. I mean, I love fries, but
Especially McDonald's fries.
Yes. There's a taco place near us that makes Mexican Coke on tap. Yes, so good. I buy the Happy Meal toys when they have the teeny beanies, but you can just buy the toy on its own.
yeah.
It is when I complain they gave me a boy toy, LOL, but that's usually true. Yes, you can do that. Nice. I saw a Minion movie with my niece. No, we don't have that here. I want a breakfast Happy Meal now.
Sorry, guys. Y'all have
Now
to
I
come
want
north of the
pancake
border.
breakfast for tomorrow. I do. I wanted to get some Happy Meal when they had the Stitch toys, but just never made it.
I remember they had, I'm going way back in my childhood. It was at Christmas time, and I think it was McDonald's. They had like plushies of like Kermit and Miss Piggy,
Mhm.
and they were dressed up in like Christmas, like they were carolers. Am I making that up?
I don't know that one for sure, but
They
I
were
can
like
see them
this
happening it.
big. Oh, they were amazing. I love them. I wish I still had them.
Hannah, I love McDonald's breakfast. I want a breakfast Happy Meal. A boy
Yeah,
toy.
everybody wants
Talk
them.
about Happy Meals.
The boy
Yes,
toy.
you can get a boy. I just got that.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, that's funny. McDonald's hash browns. I feel like their hash browns have changed and they're so greasy now. that they're not as good as they used to be.
I prefer Hardee's hash rounds to McDonald's hash browns.
We
Mm.
don't have Hardee's here. I do love Hardee's though. Best McDonald's fries I ever had was in France.
Interesting.
I like McDonald's fries if I'm eating at the store, at the place, and they're hot.
If you bring them home, yes.
Yeah.
But you bring them home, they do not reheat well.
No,
or anything.
fries don't reheat well at all.
But there are certain ones that do, but the McDonald's ones do not reheat well.
Mm-mm.
Usually we'll go get breakfast on Saturday for McDonald's because I do love the sausage McMuffin, just the sausage, no egg.
Mhm.
And I'll
Me
get it.
too.
Usually we go to Tim Hortons after that and then we come home. So it's usually 20 minutes after I've ordered it am I sitting down to eat it. So the one time we had to go somewhere. So we were eating in the car and I'm eating it going, this is the best one I've ever eaten. And Garrett goes, because it's fresh, because it's not been sitting.
Didn't have to reheat.
Right? I'm like, I'm doing this all the time now.
I prefer Burger King fries, actually, for me.
Burger King fries are okay.
There's been times I've gotten my McDonald's breakfast sandwich and then drove the block over to Burger King to get their tater tots in the morning and then went to work like that. And then my boss laughs at me because I lay them out on a paper towel and I dot each one with a dot of ketchup and then I eat them in order. And he's just like,
See, I would probably be like that too. Ketchup, because I have to have ketchup on mine.
that's exactly.
It might be because I worked at McDonald's for 10 years, so their fries just aren't quite.
That's probably very true.
Too many of them, probably.
Same reason I can't drink Tim Hortons coffee. The smell of it permeates after you work there for however long. And I did it for 4 years. So,
Very true.
mm-mm.
You guys want to do another sprint again?
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Up to the top of the hour?
Sounds
And then
good.
We'll get back to comments.
Okay.
Everybody's making me hungry.
I know.
I know.
I want to go to McDonald's in the morning. I want to go to Sonic right now.
Want y'all to send me a
It's like,
Sonic
it's not
right
fair
now?
because where I live, there's none of this stuff. I have to go like 10 miles or whatever to get anything. So it's like,
Yeah.
All right. Happy reading, guys.
Happy reading.
How'd you guys do?
I actually was getting some stuff organized for a video I got to shoot tomorrow. Getting my notes together.
I finished editing the video, so it's processing now.
There you go.
I made it to 25% into Wildfire.
Nice.
It's really good. I like these because there's always a lot of action and broody alpha males and like females that can take care of it.
Mhm.
Let me go back where we were at. So we can get all hungry again.
Mm.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wait, first, Hannah. Brahms fries are better than McDonald's fries. We don't have Brahms here. So.
We have a Brahms, but we never ate there. I think I've ate there maybe 5 times.
Melly said, I've never wanted McDonald's so much in my life.
I know.
Have you ever tried Taco Bell's breakfast? I wonder if it's any good. I have not.
Do they not have the Captain Crunch balls or something like that?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Now I'm
Kind of
interested.
like a pancake hush puppy deal, but it's like coated in Captain Crunch cereal, and it sounds like the most delightfully decadent, non-breakfasty thing you could possibly eat. I kind of
I
want
don't
to
know.
try.
A non-healthy breakfast.
Yeah. I've never gone to like Taco Bell or Chick-fil-A or any of those places for breakfast.
Me neither.
I'm curious.
You guys have Wendy's in the States, right?
Yes.
Do they have breakfast?
I have a Wendy's a block away from me. They have breakfast. I've never been there.
They have the breakfast baconator, right? My husband's obsessed with it because we just got it up here. So
Yeah,
he's like, this is the best
they
thing.
used to not. It's like they used to do breakfast, I think, and then they quit,
Mm.
and then they've come back with like breakfast.
Mhm.
We just had a new one built. Like we had a Wendy's and it was really old, and so they just like knocked it down and like built a new one, which I don't like because it's like they took out half the space. So like there's not enough space in it. I don't know why, but yeah. And then after that, they have like the breakfast stuff. So.
Nadine says the people who don't like McDonald's fries probably read series books out of order.
Well, I read series books out of order, but I love McDonald's fries. So
Sherry said, yes, there were plush Muppets.
yes, okay. So I am remembering. All right.
Yes, I didn't want a Transformer toy. I wanted the Disney anniversary toy that they said that were out, but I complained and got the Disney toy. Them liars. I got a Stitch toy. It's a plushie with a hanging loop. I remember the stuffed animals from McDonald's. I don't like the hash browns. I used to. I just don't anymore. Do you guys have Carl's Jr. Lee? It's the same as Hardee's. No, we do not.
Mm-mm.
I'm lucky if we have like one Arby's anywhere near me. And when I lived in Oklahoma, I lived across the street from an Arby's and a Hardee's, and that like I've developed a love for those, and they just don't. Jersey doesn't love them. I don't know why.
I don't do Arby's either. Like I think I've been to Arby's like maybe 3 times. We have one. We probably in Neosho, like the town that we always go to, probably has just about everything imaginable. But yeah, we stick with like our certain things.
It's true.
Basic. Taco Bell's nacho fries, though, yum. I've not had those either. Apparently, Jessica hasn't either. I prefer Burger King fries more than McDonald's.
Whatever fries are, I dip them in the Wendy's Frosty,
There you go.
and it's delicious.
You guys have now. Well, you said you just got Wendy's.
No, we've had Wendy's forever, but we just got their breakfast.
So did they just came out with a strawberry frosty?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they
We only have chocolate and vanilla. Everything takes a while up here.
They took our vanilla away, and in replace, we've gotten the strawberry one.
Yeah, I thought that was weird because I was like, I would have thought vanilla and chocolate was like the biggest ones.
Yeah.
So why take away the vanilla and put strawberry? But I don't know. Maybe they've been having a lot of people ask for it.
True.
Trying it out to see.
I thought the vanilla was a little bit more watery than like the chocolate frosty.
I always get the chocolate because
Yeah.
chocolate is my favorite
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad McDonald's bagels are back. Mine
The
doesn't have bagels.
I didn't know they went away.
Their bagels are so good.
I don't have bagels.
Since I don't work there anymore, we don't go there very often. And so, and then they demolished the one that I used to work in, and they made this big new one. And I don't like the way they made the inside of it either. It's like they took away a lot of like eating space, and they had to put a stupid play place. And I'm like, every time I've went in there, I've never seen anybody in the play place.
The play place, yeah.
So it's like that could have been more eating space. It's like I don't understand.
Cane's
But yeah, so
fried
they've got all kinds of stuff that I probably don't know about or
Yeah, true.
haven't.
We don't have Cane's here either, Hannah.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
I prefer the onion rings from Burger King over everything. I do like BK onion rings, yes.
I like the mozzarella
Mm-hmm.
sticks.
I like the onion rings from Sonic.
I do like the onion rings from Sonic as well, yes.
We have a chain restaurant up here called Harvey's, and I took my American friends up here when they came to visit. Now they're obsessed with it, and you can't get it in the States. They have the best onion rings.
There's a town that we don't go to very often, and they have a little place. It's called Iggy's, and they have really, really good onion rings there.
I love onion rings. My favorite McDonald's breakfast is the egg and cheese biscuit, extra cheese, no bacon or sausage.
I used to like to get the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. And I didn't think I would like that because I'm thinking cheese and maple syrupy pancake.
Yeah, I never understood the McGriddle.
But it doesn't taste bad. It tasted pretty good together. But it was just like it took me a while to try it because I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't know about cheese on a pancake or whatever. That's because that's basically what it is. It's like cheese.
Yeah.
Clearly, I mean, it's been around forever, so clearly people like them.
Yeah.
It is really good.
The McBagels. I've never had that.
Oh, they're so good.
McDonald's hash browns are so good when they're fresh from the fryer. Same with the fries. I like Chick-fil-A hash browns. I've never had. Posey's back with us. She's back from picking up her groceries. We are probably not doing any more sprints. I'm thinking we're going to be wrapping up in a few.
It's getting late for you guys.
And unfortunately, that thing called work has to happen in the morning.
Wah, wah, wah.
These sprints need sponsors to pay you. Someone is always making someone create something to go buy it.
I always say, if someone doesn't purchase something during a sprint, did it happen?
Right? Made it to 36%.
We always go to food, it seems like.
Always. Always. I read nothing. I watched Sarah's vlog and really loved that place. It looks so calm and relaxing by the lake. Also, I really hope you're able to get an Astrid Parker. I can't wait for it to come out.
The day after I recorded that clip where I said, Berkeley, send me Astrid Parker. Yeah, I got the reply from NetGalley and I was denied.
Oh.
I'm like, but I gave Delilah Green 5 stars.
Yeah, I saw you like Storm's vlogs on there, your vlogs on there. I'm like, I gotta catch it. So what I just tried to do while I was uploading the videos, like watch all the quick 5-minute videos really quick and get those done. Like,
Yeah.
Made it to 55%. Oh, stop it. Reached the 8.5 hour mark. Clean. Made it to 69% in Deathly Hallows. Getting good. Oh, Hannah, you are getting to the good part. I really hope that you like the ending. Wendy's breakfast looks really good, the chicken biscuit. Maybe I'll have to go try it one day. Carl's Jr. was our favorite when we lived out in California. That's so true. Literally, when my mom lived in Jersey, they lived on the NTEP, and you could get a boat to Delaware. Yeah. I love Wendy's. But they have no Taco Bell down there, and they have to go to Atlantic City to get Taco Bell. Oh. How can you take the vanilla away? Yeah, I have no idea why. Years ago, I remember Carl's Jr. in Old Bridge. Haven't been there in years, so I don't know if it's still there. Well, I will have to check because Old Bridge is not that far away. Nothing in Jersey is that far away because it's a small state.
Jersey's like this big.
Yeah, nothing's that far. I tried the strawberry and it just tastes like a frozen strawberry milk. Like the strawberry quick.
Ooh.
That's why I'm trying to specify. Lee, you have real bagels near you, so I'm jealous. I've only had the grocery store.
Yeah.
That is fair. That is
Mhm.
fair. Griddles are always good. Well, you know, if anybody wants to come to Jersey and we can get bagels, come on, let's hang out.
Sounds good to me.
What time is it in Canada, Sarah?
I am in Eastern time zone. I'm the Eastern Standard, so it is 10:10.
I feel like this is the culinary version of tonight's.
I'm the one that's behind because it's 9:10.
You're central, right?
Look, up to 50% done. That is nice.
Wow.
No, darn it, NetGalley. I was hoping you would get it and I could get a real review.
Don't worry, I'm gonna read it as soon as it comes out.
There you go. Yes, like a frozen strawberry Nesquik milk.
No.
I'm going to tell my brother because okay, I'm going to tell you something really gross. My brother loves his favorite breakfast is a coffee, a strawberry quick, and a tuna fish sandwich. Like, bleh, no. Disgusting.
No, it's not that I don't think any of that stuff is bad, but I just
Like,
for
combination
breakfast-
Together.
together, because tuna and strawberry just no. And for breakfast.
well, and for breakfast too. I mean, that sounds like a lunch.
Yeah.
Not a breakfast.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. It wasn't the best to me.
Mm-mm.
I used to love the chocolate Nesquik when I was a kid. I haven't had it since then, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But they had it like the powder or the syrup. The syrup was far superior to the powder. Powder
We
never
used to-
mixed properly.
We used to do the powder in your blood.
Yes.
We didn't have those fancy little stirring like electronic
Yeah.
things that they have now.
Yeah, that would have been so nice back then. Trying to get the little frothing things that they have, like.
Mm-hmm. Frother, that was it. I couldn't think of it. Do you say schmear there or cream cheese? Honestly, if you're Jewish, you say schmear. If you're not, it's cream cheese. So,
I didn't know there was a difference.
A smear of cream cheese.
yeah, schmear. That's it for Jewish. Yeah, it's disgusting. The combo is what's gross. I agree.
How much is a smear? Is that like
Well,
a
it's just-
little bit?
Well, it's also what they'll just call like different, like jams, jellies, cream cheese, butter. They'll like, if you put out like a spread like that, they'll call that a schmear.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like all the spreadable type of thing.
Now we're getting to the cultural portion of this.
Yeah.
lifestyle.
There we go.
Hey, Breezy, home from work. Nice to see all of you. Nice to see you too. Glad you're home. Tuna and strawberry milk. Yeah, he's disgusting. Yeah. Yes, it's more like syrup, not the mix, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Google says the only Carl Jr. in New Jersey is in Somerset. It may have been there when I went. Google's from 2018, however.
Mm.
Somerset's not exactly close, but again, not that far to try it. Yes, because I've heard bagel and schmear before, so was curious. Yeah. So, even they'll say that for like when they do the bagels with like lox and cream cheese and capers, and that's like a big New York Jewish thing. Like that'll be like a schmear.
Yeah.
It's like this spread of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, so do you get like the New York bagels? Like
Mhm.
that's what you get in your area?
Yes, I can get those. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we have like Dunkin' Donuts and their bagels too, but yeah, like there's bagel shops specifically here.
Yeah, we have bagel
Makes
shops up here.
sense.
Tim Hortons has bagels, but they're so doughy to me. They're not.
What's the difference? I don't eat bagels that much, so
I don't know. So Montreal supposedly does fantastic bagels, and I had a coworker who used to go to Montreal and bring back bagels. They're that good. There's just something about them that just inherently tastes different, and they're better.
I think ours would be, what's up, babe? I think ours is more like they're soft on the outside and very crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You make me miss New Jersey, even if your road rage blows. And you know what? I was just thinking today as I was like, should I just flip the camera on and hope some shit happens? And I'm like, nah, I'm just listening to music, trying to keep myself in a good mood. They have bagel shops with all kind of cream cheese. I'm so jealous because I love bagels and cream cheese. Oh, there's a spot right over here by us, and they have like 12 different kind of cream cheese. There's another one in a town close by where like they have a whole deli case full of different like just like jalapeno mixes of herbs, olives, like such a bunch of different ones of veggies, but like with like a bunch of veggies, not just like cut up pepper.
Yeah.
Like, a lot, yeah. Fan. Definitely fan. It's probably a yeast dough, and one is more like a donut dough.
And the Montreal ones had salt. Like on the outs, like they were so good.
I thought Storm was asking what's the difference between bagels and donuts.
Well, no, you're like asking like New York donuts or bagels, and I'm like, well, what's the difference? I thought a bagel was a bagel. So
You'd think so.
Yeah.
You'd think so.
I lived in New York City for a year. They have the best foods ever. I know the place you mean. Well, one I'm speaking of in particular is Clark Bagel for Anita, who lives in Jersey too. Clark Bagel is one that has a lot of different types of bagels and a lot of different spreads over there.
Yeah, I was watching this guy I like to watch on YouTube, Cash Jordan. He does like New York City apartment tours, and I just love watching that kind of crap. And he was going somewhere, and there's this mom's restaurant in like Queens, and he's like, the best thing to eat here are the Fruity Pebble pancakes. And I'm like, oh my god, I must have those right now. So Garrett's just like, just make pancakes and add Fruity Pebbles to them.
I'm like, yeah, but I feel like it would be different if someone else made it for me.
Yeah, I feel like we need to go to Queens. Just
Well,
so I can stand in line.
it is true though. I can try to make chocolate chip pancakes here, and I just can't get them to taste like the chocolate chip pancakes at Denny's.
Exactly.
Because someone else makes them, someone else does the dishes, someone else cleans off the table.
It's like they just don't taste right. It's like, oh, I tried, but it just doesn't taste right.
It's not the same.
So true. And Anita knows where that is. Yeah, that's a pretty popular spot too. The bagel is totally different from New Jersey, New York, from any other place I've lived. The rainbow bagels, what a trend they were. Yes, they do.
We have a
Probably
bagel
because
shop
the
here
only
that still
bagels
sells them.
I've ever had came out of Walmart.
And that's fine.
So, Sarah, what is your channel? Thanks.
The Bookish Knitter.
Like that.
And it's a cool channel too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love it. Anna, I'm making chocolate chip pancakes on Saturday.
Ooh.
Anita, the bagels here are better because of the water here. I was going to say that's
I've heard that. I've heard that as being a thing. Yes.
that's the same thing with pizza because the dough because of the tap water.
I've never had a Panera bagel.
I have not either, but I'm so excited because there's going to be a Panera like 2 blocks away from me. So
I've never been to Panera either.
Mm.
We have one in Joplin, which is like a half an hour or so away. But
I think you either love it or you think it's just okay. Like it's either one.
Yeah.
I know, like
there's
a
no
lot
in
of
between.
people call it like a glorified cafeteria food or something like that.
Yeah, I still love it.
Their kitchen sink cookie is to die for.
Yes. Yes, I probably gained 10 pounds just eating them. Yes.
Mhm.
Love it. It's got everything on it.
Literally.
Has Freddy's gotten old now? Have you gone there enough to?
I was going to go to Freddy's the other day, but that's when we went to Sonic instead, thanks to Hannah and Stephanie. And the Panera will be right next to Freddy. Like this whole plaza of stuff that's opening up over there is going to have.
They're just conspiring to fatten you up. You can go to there and you can go here. And you can go
I'm thinking my new rule will be if I want the bad food, I have to walk there and walk back.
there.
That's
You go.
fair.
That's fair.
That'll be my rule.
That's fair.
Her channel is amazing. So is Storm's also. Yes, both of them. I agree.
Thanks.
Sarah, I saw that Julie and Lindsay highlighted your video.
Yeah, I tagged her in it. We're buds on Facebook, her and I.
Sarah, I remember your short hair. I've been watching a long time.
And my coworker's like, "You gonna cut off your hair again?" I'm like, "No." You know how long this took me to grow? Go back about 6 years.
I love Panera. Exactly. That could be dangerous. Yes, it could be, especially because I'm struggling so bad with food. Like, so my coworker Chris brought in food today because it's Father's Day. He grilled up a bunch of food, so I ate that. And then 3:30 comes in. I'm being quiet because I have an apple and I'm planning to be good and eat my apple. And he like hands me his phone. He's like, just order what you want from Wawa. I'm like, oh, so this means I have to get this like salted caramel frozen cappuccino thing, and he was getting a bag of frozen chocolate covered pretzel. So I had to get that. I'm like, you're such a bad influence on me. And like the apple's still sitting at the bottom of my purse, and I didn't even eat that. So, yeah.
I did so well with like doing like keto stuff and staying low carb for like a couple of years, and then the whole COVID thing happened, and it just kind of went. And I'm having such a hard time with food now. I want all the carbs.
Yeah, carbs are delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Panera is way better quality to be cafeteria. They have about as high as baked goods as a chain could have.
I do like their soups at Panera too.
Me too.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I thought they were pricey.
Mm-hmm.
April would make you walk down by. April wouldn't even let me go there. First of all, April hates Panera, so she'll be like, "No, we don't even need to waste our time going there." Freddy's, she does love Freddy's, but she would probably make me go on a hike first, and then I could go get Freddy's.
Or to do 5 mile hike, and then you can go eat Freddy's.
Yeah, and she would act like, that's no big deal, Oh, and now her new thing is to wear a weighted vest, so she'd probably make me wear the weighted vest too if I really wanted to earn it. Panera's does have salads. Just get a bagel with the salad. That's also like when you go to Panera and they're like, do you want the bread, chips, or apple? Who's getting the apple? You're getting the bread and the chips.
I love their chips, those kettle chips.
Me too.
See, that's my problem. I like junk food, so why would I want to go get a soup and salad when I can go get a burger?
I'm not arguing with you on that one. I agree.
Right?
I agree. Panera salads. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever had a salad from Panera. Which reminds me of the Panera coupon that's expiring this month. We
better use that. That's gold right there.
Mm-hmm. Just okay, yes. I already follow and love Storm and Lee's channels. Well, then you will love Sarah's too.
Yes, you will.
Yes. I was talking about walking in certain parts of New Jersey. Well, we live close by. We should get together. We talked about it the other day. We should make it happen. Yay. Cozy. And then you have to get the broccoli cheddar bread bowl because who wants the cup? Right. Storm said that was such a straight face. We know it's true. There wasn't even a lie there. She was just pulling it straight out. This is it. Or the mac and cheese and the bread bowl. Oh my God, you guys need to stop.
Well, it's like everybody's like, well, you can still go to like the fast food places and stuff. Just get a salad. I'm like, no. If I'm there and I'm looking at the burger or whatever it is, I'm going to get that, not the salad.
This morning I got up. I went for a walk for a half an hour outside. I was so proud of myself. And then this part of my brain's like, now you can eat whatever crap you want all day long.
To balance it out.
Right. We don't want to get too healthy now, people. Let's
Exactly.
not get crazy.
Exactly. Hey, Melissa. Hey, guys. Excited to see you lively. And oh my God, the talk about Panera. That was the meal I had before I went to the hospital to have my baby. It was such a comfort food for me.
Aw.
Oh, so good. That was a good choice. And how is the baby doing? How are you doing? And a baked good for $1? Is that a trick question? Oh, well, I go to Wendy's for their salads. I get the taco salad from Wendy's.
Yes. We go to Wendy's for their like $5 biggie bags that they have because you can get like the burger and the little nuggets and a fry and a drink. And it doesn't cost that much.
Mm-hmm.
True. And that's kind of a point too. It's you notice like the healthier food's more expensive and the crap food is cheaper. So
yeah.
Right, like twist my arm.
And my dad doesn't help because we'll be out and it's like lunchtime. Instead of coming home, he's like, you want to go eat at like, Chinese place? And it's like, sure, because then I don't have to cook.
Exactly. That's another
Precisely.
point. Another point. Very valid. So since I know we'll be wrapping up in a minute, does anybody have anything coming up on their channel that they want to mention?
Harlequin anticipated reads video should be out tomorrow. I'm gonna film it in the morning when I get up.
I don't have anything at the moment that I can think of. I'm one of those spur of the moment people. Oh, let's do a video.
Together. Well, I have my Jaws readathon announcement video coming out tomorrow, so
Cool.
There's that. And if you're already part of my Discord, you already know what the prompts are, so you got a little sneak peek there.
I had to hunt it out. I'm like, you're talking about, and I'm thinking, I was so embarrassed. I'm like, did I miss a video? And I went back and I looked. I'm like, no. Maybe she has a Discord. I don't go on Discord.
Yeah, I have a Discord, and my IT person, aka Cozy, was nice enough to set it all up for me and put it up ahead of time. So thank you, Cozy. Yeah. I see people that have these like elaborate Discords, especially like Killing Time with Cozies, and I'm like, super credit to everybody who does that, because I'm like, no, can't. Breezy said, yeah, I agree, because I can eat a salad at home. Exactly. Exactly. What are you going to pay $10 for some lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers?
Rabbit food.
Yeah. You know. Did you
I
guys?
got ruined by Applebee's whenever I went there and ordered a salad one time, and it was pretty pricey, and it came out and it looked like there was like 5 pieces of lettuce on it with some stuff, and I'm like, you call this a salad?
Yeah.
You're at least expecting to get this huge bowl.
Yeah.
Did your guys Panera do the unlimited free French toast for women on Mother's Day? I capitalized on that hard. LOL. What are you doing? Just walking around? No, I didn't even know about that one. Thank you very much. Lee, what is your Discord? And Sarah, do you have one too?
I do not have one, no.
I have one. I have no idea how to get it to you. If you go to one of my videos, it should be on there.
Yeah, it was linked. That's how I found it.
Yeah, that's the only way I know how to get to it. I don't know how to do anything. That's why I say Cozy's my IT person, because I have no idea how to do anything. Ducky, she will post it in the calendar.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm not good at Discord, so I'm sure I miss a lot.
I know I miss all the things.
My Discord's just for the readathons. Beyond that, I don't have anything. Like everybody else has all the channels and all the cool stuff. I don't have any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't want to, just because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have like so many. It's like, oh my goodness.
I know.
And like
I'm
Buddy,
starting to get there now.
Yeah. McAllister's has great salads too. We don't have McAllister's here either. I don't even know what that one is.
I think there's one in Joplin, but I don't think I've ever been there.
There you go.
Thank you, Cozy. There's the Discord. Anyway, I don't know. I'm about ready to wrap it up because it's almost 10:30 right now. And I gotta go to bed because I have work tomorrow.
Same.
Thank you guys so much in the chat, and you, Storm and Sarah, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Of course, anytime. And I will see you guys soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.